Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Somerville Licensing Commission for Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. Start time is 6:01 p.m. I'm Commissioner and Chair Joe Lynch. To my left is Commissioner Jack Thomas. Commissioner Chris Allen is joining us remotely tonight. Pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2025, this meeting of the Licensing Commission may be conducted via remote participation. We will post an audio recording, audio-video recording, transcript, or other comprehensive record of these proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting on the City of Somerville website. Welcome, everybody. We have a number of applicants and their attorneys in the chamber tonight, number of applicants online. Joining us, our liaison from the Somerville Fire Department is Lieutenant Francis Auding. Do we have a representative from the Somerville Police Department? Captain De Oliveira is with us. Also from the Engineering Division is Nikki Aurora. Commissioner, smile. You ready? Ready to go. We're ready to go. First item on the agenda are the communications. Acceptance of the minutes of the Licensing Commission regular meeting of 3/17/26. Commissioner Thomas, any questions?
No questions.
Commissioner Allen?
No questions.
Thank you very much. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Commissioner Allen?
Aye.
Thank you very much. All three commissioners in the affirmative. For those who are joining us online and those in the chamber, we're going to take a few things out of order, if you don't mind. Number 3 on the communications is a communication from me in my capacity as chair regarding the option for licensees to extend their operating hours during the upcoming World Cup event from June 11th, 2026 through July 19, 2026. I thought it best for those at home. It's been publicized. Many of the municipalities are allowing their licensees to extend their hours of operation during the World Cup matches. To familiarize people who are not familiar with the World Cup, the International FIFA World Cup matches are scheduled to begin on June 11, 2026 and end on July 19, 2026. The matches will be conducted in 3 North American countries, Canada, Mexico, and the United States. The events will be broadcast for viewing and will be watched by millions of people across the globe. Luckily for us on the East Coast of North America, those matches can be viewed between the hours of 10 a.m. and 1 a.m. However, the opening match on June 11th is in Mexico City with an East Coast start time of 3 p.m. The final will be played in New Jersey on July 19th with an East Coast start time of 3 p.m. Most matches will not exceed 2 hours, 45 minutes. However, there are matches well outside of our time zone and could end as late as 3 a.m. For example, there are matches scheduled for a start time of midnight, our time in the West Coast. There are only 4 matches, as far as I could discern, that fall into this category. In an effort to allow our communities to enjoy this world event with others and in our entertainment and dining establishments, and to hopefully bring some much needed revenue to our establishments, I'm proposing to allow temporary expanded hours of operation from 9 a.m. opening and a 3 a.m. closing with last call for alcohol at 2 a.m. There are other considerations we will need to put in place, and with your help, commissioners, I hope to proceed and vote on this initiative tonight. How would you like to proceed? Do you want to let Commissioner Allen weigh in on this? By the way, for people in the audience, this is not a public hearing. What we rule goes. You want to start it off, or you want Commissioner Allen? Commissioner Allen, what have you got?
Thank you, Chairman Lynch. I think it's an interesting idea. I'm not opposed to it. I would just want to make sure that I would like to get a little bit more clarity about. You mentioned a couple of dates, a couple of times where that 3 a.m. would be necessary. Are you looking at this as a blanket 3 a.m. from June 11th through July 19th? Or do you have a specific set of dates which you've already looked at where you think that that would be the case?
I've discussed it with the mayor. I've discussed it with economic development. I've discussed it with some of the city councilors. And most of all, the most important, I've discussed it with the city clerk's office. And the way that we have this designed is that the restaurants and bars who have alcoholic beverage licenses will be able to opt in. So if they don't choose to do this, if they don't want to stay open until 3 o'clock in the morning and have people drinking until 2, they don't have to. They stick with their normal, regular operating hours. If they choose to extend it, based on they can get bartenders, they can get people to staff their restaurants at 2:30 in the morning, they will have to send an email to the city clerk's office indicating the dates what they want. So some
Thank you.
restaurants, Commissioner Allen, some restaurants may just take the whole month and say, we're going to extend it. Others will say, well, only the home countries that we're interested in. You know, for example, Brazil and Argentina, US, England. Who was last year's winner? Come on, Michael. See this? It's a test. Anyone in the audience? Who was last? Argentina. I knew I had Argentina in my head for a good reason. So, Commissioner Allen, does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. That particularly that last part that establishments will opt in explicitly for the dates that they're interested in.
Correct.
I'm frankly very interested to see how it goes. It's an experiment. I have no objection.
Thank you, Commissioner Allen. As you say, experiment, you know that we have a precedent for this, which is New Year's Eve, where we allow any of our licensees to stay open until 2 a.m. if they choose to. They opt in, they send an email to Michael. Michael sends back acknowledging. And to the police. Okay. You all set there, Commissioner?
Yes.
Okay. Commissioner Thomas.
Yeah, no questions. I get it. I like the process that's been put in place. Just to clarify, this only pertains to restaurants and not, for example, any other type of stores, or just restaurants only.
Anybody with an alcoholic beverage license.
Anybody with no.
Correct, Michael?
Yes.
Pertains to private clubs like DFWs, and it also would pertain to, I think we have 1 or 2 real private clubs yeah.
So if I currently have like an 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. license, I'm entitled.
You notify, you're not
Through the
entitled.
process, but through the process.
One thing I want to say when we get done with this is, please remember, all of our licensees,
Yeah.
this is not a right of your license. This is a privilege that the city of Somerville will grant. So Cambridge is operating the same way. I've spoken to both chairs of the Boston Licensing Board, the Cambridge Licensing Board. I've had other licensing commissioners call and say, what are you guys doing? So I was not inclined to do it the way Rhode Island is doing it, 24/7. I kind of think you're asking for trouble on that one, but
No further questions, Mr. Chair.
great. Commissioner Allen, any other questions before I ask for Lieutenant De Oliveira?
None.
Thank you very much. Captain De Oliveira, you just got a promotion. Captain De Oliveira, liaison from Somerville Police Department. Could you weigh in on the proposal?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through you, I spoke with Chief Benford about this. He wished to express his objection to the early opening. And he also opposes the extended hours, but he understands that the city has an interest in it and benefits. He's just concerned from the public safety perspective how this will impact our streets, giving an extra hour, 2 hours for people to consume alcoholic beverages, and the possibilities of driving impaired and accidents and fights and everything that comes along with that. And also the impact that this may have on our staffing. An OUI call or a serious crash call can tie up 1, 2, or as many as 3 officers for an hour or more. And considering that this might impact several establishments, so now the officers may be spread out all over the city, just dealing with some sort of disorder, whether it be in public or in a motor vehicle. and what impact it will have to emergency response in other areas. So we would have to come up with a very strategic plan where for those hours, those dates where the games are being played, we would need extra patrol that would come at a cost for the city, obviously, and the police department. Um, so he's opposed to the early opening, and he's willing to. He understands the demand that may be for the extended hours. He just wanted to go on the record and express his concern for it.
Thank you very much. If I'm interpreting this correctly, it is a concern over staffing for public health, public safety, should we get tied up in the early morning hours with situations that could arise because of the extended hours. Noted.
Correct. Correct,
Noted.
Mr. Chair. Yeah, it's just obviously we have to analyze it from different scenarios, different possibilities. Like you said, it's not uncommon. We have this during New Year's, and some New Year's you don't have any issues, but obviously we have to prepare for the worst. And like I said, you're talking many establishments all over the city. It would be best for us to make a plan to have at least two extra officers on shift per night every night that there is an event in case that something could potentially happen.
Captain De Oliveira, that would be based almost solely on the number of licensees that we grant these permits to, though. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Through you, Mr. Chair. Yes, I agree. I think that we could strike a balance depending on how many of those establishments we need to supervise and be aware of. But at any case, like I said, an event of this magnitude that's going to attract so many spectators on foot, via motor vehicles, we would have to be prepared and have extra officers on staff.
Understood. Understood. As with any major event or festival that we do in the city, we always look at it from a standpoint of public safety, public health, and public safety. But we have much larger festivals that go on in the city, such as Fluff Fest and Porch Fest, hopefully without Guster this year. But those also draw tens of thousands of people onto our streets where public safety is paramount. Duly noted, but let me help you, and maybe if you could relay this to the chief. There will be conditions and guidelines that are going out to any of these licensees who opt in. And one of the things that I'm going to ask the city clerk's office to do is a message from the licensing commission, welcoming them and congratulating them for passing muster and getting a permit. And with this message, Captain De Oliveira, it is essential that all permit holders remain mindful of local regulations and community impact. Please ensure that noise is kept to a minimum and that you are addressing any other compliance issues to avoid potential penalties or the revocation of your permit. Excessive noise, over-serving patrons, underage alcohol consumption, or loitering outside the establishment could result in the immediate revocation of the extended permit hours with no redress. So the way we're going to work this out with the Somerville Police Department and myself and the commissioners, if we get a report at 2 a.m., woe be you, any of, if I get waken up at 2 a.m. by the Somerville Police Department who says we have a little bit of an issue down here at XYZ, my determination will be take the recommendation from the police department, shut it down, revoke the permit, and it goes on your record. So as Commissioner Allen said, this is something that we would love to be able to provide to the city. We're not puritanical here. 2 a.m. is a state regulation. Closing at 2 a.m. is state law. That's why it's scheduled at 2 a.m. Giving the patrons a little bit extra time till 3:30, then clear out in a very orderly way. No melees on the sidewalk. This is a test for all of our licensees. Behave yourselves. That's it. Get your patrons to behave themselves. And maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we'll do it for marathon when that's gone. Maybe we'll do it for the World Series. Maybe we'll do it for future events where a lot of people are indoors. One of the things that I want to make clear, the outdoor, anybody who has outdoor televisions or screens or projections or devices, you will not be allowed to broadcast these things on outdoor patios, period. That's it. So we'll test it. We'll see where it goes. Captain De Oliveira, anything else that you or the chief want to weigh in on here?
No, Mr. Chair. Like I said, we are also excited about the World Cup. We welcome the World Cup, and we want most importantly, we want the residents of Somerville to be safe. We're not gonna obviously look to ruin people's festivities, right? The police always shows up and at first gives a warning and tries to just have people just move them along. And unless it's a situation where it's really chaotic, would the police use some type of enforcement?
Great. Okay. Commissioner Thomas,
No further questions.
anything else? Anything else before we gonna move for a vote here? Want to finalize this, and I am going to make a motion. For all approved applicants, hours would be 9 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. with the last call for alcohol at 2 a.m. Technology restrictions, outdoor televisions, screens, or other devices are prohibited on public or private patios during these extended hours. Enforcement. Complaints regarding patron behavior may result in the immediate revocation of the extended hours permit. Following notification from the Somerville Police Department to the chair of the Somerville Licensing Commission, the revocation decision will be final and ineligible for appeal. Michael, you're going to take care of the application process.
Mr. Chair, I will, yes.
They will apply. You will respond, you'll review, you'll respond. If there are any questions, we're always available, and so is Captain De Oliveira.
Mr. Chair, that's exactly correct. And then we'll also be providing SPD with a list of businesses who opt in specifically.
Great, and that'll be a rolling list,
That's
because
exactly
I assume there's no deadline to apply for this.
That's
Somebody,
correct.
you know, look, to the applicants or any of the licensees, discuss it with your bosses before you do this, because the last thing you want is a manager of record to say, this is gonna be great, we can fill the coffers, and then your owner doesn't know you're doing it. That's probably not a great idea. Okay, so that's my motion, Michael. You have it?
I do.
Do you want us to vote on it?
Yes, please.
Okay, on the motion, Commissioner Thomas,
Second?
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Michael, if you could just make sure all the applicants have everything, all the conditions known to them before they sign off on it. And one great thing, Michael, is there any fee involved in this application process?
Mr. Chair, there is no fee for this.
Yes.
Sorry. Yes, no application fee. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair, give up on your recommendation, 2-week check-in, after the rollout, just to check in and see if everything's running smoothly.
Why don't we make that, one of the back shop conditions, because
Yeah.
we've already voted on it.
Right.
So between Michael and Captain De Oliveira, if there are places with some issues, let's hear about it. Okay,
Understood.
you good with that?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, very good. Captain De
Chairman
Oliveira.
Lynch, through you,
Yes. Lieutenant Auding, go ahead.
I apologize, through you, Chair Lynch, I have no hand raise function, and so I apologize to interrupt. Uh, Chief Breen also shares the same public safety and response considerations with the extended hours. We request to also receive a copy of that, the permitted list for the extended hours so that we can make dispatch notations and change our response if needed.
Very good. And Lieutenant Auding, you and I had spoken about putting any conditions out there on fire pits. I'm not quite sure we need them in June and July. You okay with that? No fire pits are allowed in the outdoor patio systems.
Agreed.
Okay, all right, so we don't have to worry about the conditions there. All set, Lieutenant Arctic?
Yes, thank you through you, Chairman Lynch. All set.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, let's go back to, this next one. Let's go back to number 2, Michael, so we can take care of it.
Okay.
Number 2 on the communications is Licensing Commission requesting a status report from the Somerville City Club. DBA Somerville City Club, 20 Interbelt Road, AL 17025, regarding the use of their all forms alcohol service. This has been continued from October of 25, February of 26. Is the license holder present online?
Mr. Chair, I do see the applicant, and they have raised their hands. You're unmuted on our end.
See if it works. Works.
Mr. Johnson, you there?
Yes,
Okay, can you identify yourself for the record, please?
Donald Johnson.
And Don, what's the update? You got your lease all straightened out with the owners?
No, we actually had owned the building. We had problems with the parking. And there's a breach of the contract with that. And the position we're in now is it was trying to litigate it, but we just can't do it. And we got it up for sale. Is our intentions to we trying to lease it and stay on one side and open there, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. If we can sell the whole place and look for another location, something cheaper and smaller.
Okay, so if I can get this straight, when you say you're putting it up for sale, you're putting the building up for sale?
Yes, well, we're in that building. We own a condo there.
Correct. So the condo will be put up for sale. Are you also in the market to sell your private license?
No, we want to go
You
from
wanna
there
take
into
it
a
with
smaller
you?
place.
You want to take it with you someplace within the confines of the city of Somerville?
Yes.
Got
I mean,
it.
we've been around for 60 years this year, and would hate to shut it down now.
Got it. All right, Michael, let's just, no, all right, Mr. Johnson, thank you. Why don't we just notify the ABCC that this is going through a sale of the condo? It's a sale of the real estate and they're looking for a new site. And we'll bring them back in and what do you want to do? I mean, that sale is gonna take a while if you sell. it.
Pending sale, okay.
You wanna do pending sale? Michael's making eyes at me. Why don't we bring him back in on August 1st? Get a status update. All right, Mr. Johnson, August 1st, come on back in, tell us how you're doing with the sale of the condo.
All right, as of so far, I can give you a little update. And then we had an offer sheet today. And then we're going to counter offer it, so it's moving.
All right, why don't we stick with August 1st? That gives you plenty of time.
All right, I appreciate it.
Yep,
It's August 18th is the licensing commission meeting in
okay,
August.
August 18th, Don, come on back in, tell us where you're moving to, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, real estate deals are not happening fast these days, Michael. So let's go to, sorry about the out of order stuff, outdoor dining. Can we take number 12 first? Number 12 on the agenda. Number 12 on the agenda is K-Bok Korean Fried Chicken LLC, DBA K-Bok Korean Fried Chicken, 249 Washington Street. They're requesting approval of a private outdoor dining. Number of tables proposed at 6, 24 seats. This is a public hearing. Is the applicant or their attorney online?
Mr. Chair, through you, I do see their attorney. They're in.
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good evening, everybody. Attorney Tyler Hensler here on behalf of KBOC, located at 249 Washington Street. Very, very straightforward application here. It's for an alteration of premises to add the outdoor dining. It'll be 6 tables, 24 seats. There'll be a safe alcohol perimeter in the form of a 6-foot tall chain link fence. This amendment will be on both the alcohol license and the entertainment license. And the access to the patio area will be on the Bonner Avenue side to comply with ADA requirements. So everyone will have access via the street or sidewalk, but it will be patrolled for safe alcohol service. checking IDs, and making sure that alcohol is served responsibly. With that being said, we're happy to take any questions, but again, it's very straightforward.
Thank you very much, Attorney Hensler. A couple of quick questions for me. When you say that outdoor back patio is ADA compliant, what you're indicating to us is that is there an entrance from that back patio into the interior of the building that is ADA compliant?
Into the interior, I'm not sure. I'm told that the ADA compliance comes from if you exit the building and basically the entrance to the patio is around the building. That'll be the
around
only
the corner, right?
right. That'll be the
Right.
only public access. The interior is for service only, so that will not be an available route.
So what I'm understanding is walk around the corner from Bonner to Washington Street and then re-enter the front of the restaurant. Is that a correct statement?
You cut out for a second there, Chair, but that's my understanding. Yes.
Around the corner. Okay. All right. Outdoor, do they currently have outdoor entertainment by devices, patrons, performers? They do not. Can I ask why that is not on the agenda here?
Oh, sorry. Just to interject, I should amend my statement. It will not be for performers. I think they just have recorded music with speakers. So whatever recorded music's indoors, we would be asking for it to be extended outdoors as well.
Okay, Michael, what's on the
Mr. Chair, through you, that would have needed to be an amendment application to the
Correct.
entertainment by devices
Yep.
license to include outdoor as well. Our office was unaware that they also wanted to take entertainment by devices.
right? I didn't see it on here.
Yeah.
Okay. Attorney Hensler, we cannot grant the outdoor by devices or performers or anything else tonight.
Okay, I must be mistaken then if it hasn't been filed yet. So
No.
I'll look into that, and if we want to change that, we'll make another filing.
Yeah, all we have in front of us tonight is adding private outdoor dining. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Any, Commissioner Thomas?
Yeah, my only concern is the patio service entry solution. I mean, if I'm having dinner and I need to go to the restroom, I have to walk out by the post office and go back into the restaurant. But the servers have a service entry that looks like it's stairs.
Correct.
I'm just having an issue with.
We have a few of these because of the age of the buildings.
Right. That's my only thing thinking through. So I just need a few more minutes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, why don't we wait and we'll hear Nikki weigh in on this because she's the ADA coordinator for
Excellent.
engineering.
Excellent.
Okay, Commissioner Allen, any questions on this application?
I reviewed the blueprint submitted. No objections to what they've put here. I would ask if they do come back asking for entertainment by devices outdoors to be careful and cognizant of. I do think there's a house about 30, 40 feet away there and being careful about that. But since that's not part of today's application, no concerns from me right now.
Great, thank you very much. Why don't we go to, on the city side, from the engineering division, Nikki Aurora. What's the pleasure of the administration?
Good evening. So everything that's been stated so far is accurate. For ADA compliance, the entrance will be around the corner instead of directing patrons through the stairway in the interior. We have in the past required all outdoor dining patrons to use that exterior route, which is why it says service entry only. That isn't legally required, but it's typically been a, I guess, kind of fairness judgment call. The route from the front door to the back patio isn't extensive. I think it's maybe under 100 feet, which is why we requested that all patrons use that outdoor access.
Okay, and the pleasure of the administration is?
And we do recommend this for approval.
Thank you very much. Michael, refresh my memory. This is, or Nikki, you can too. This is not the first time this site has used that back patio, correct? Am I correct in my recollection?
I do believe the prior tenants
The
have in the
prior
past
tenant
had
also had a back patio out
back
there
patio.
without any issues. Okay,
That was, I believe, before we implemented the permanent license process, though.
yeah, okay. Okay, anything else?
Nothing on my end, Mr. Chair.
Anything else, Commissioner Allen?
Nothing from me.
This is a public hearing. Are there any members of the public who wish to be heard on the application? Michael?
If there are any members of the public who wish to be heard, please approach the podium in the city council chamber or raise your hand in the Zoom lobby. Seeing none.
Seeing none, make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, all three commissioners in the affirmative. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Hensler. Where am I, Michael?
Number 15.
Navigate me. Number 15. Anyone in the audience? Yes,
Mr. Chair, I do see the applicant having.
Yes. Number 15. Number 15 is an application. This is an existing all forms restaurant license, alteration of the indoor and outdoor premises. Soba Ya LLC, DBA Sugidama, 234 Elm Street, requesting approval of an alteration indoor and outdoor premises. The current indoor seating is 52. The proposed is 44. The current outdoor is 0. The proposed outdoor is 16. This is a public hearing. Is the applicant or their attorney present?
Mr. Chair, through you.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, if you could identify yourself for the record.
Good evening, commissioners. It's good to see you again. My name
Thank
is
you very much.
I'm the counselor for Sugidama, and they're the restaurant currently operating at 234 Elm Street. If you'd like me to proceed, I'm happy to do so, or if you have some questions first.
No, I think I know why you're juggling the indoor and the outdoor, and that is to comply with the bathroom facilities requirement. Is that correct?
Correct. So
Okay.
sum it all up, we're just asking for a annual conversion to allow 16 indoor seats to be used outdoors. We've run all our plans by the appropriate boards. They've been approved, I believe. Again, as you've just reiterated, our primary reason for this is just to accommodate for the water flow in the bathrooms. But insofar that the floor plans remain the same, but for the seating, which will be changed outdoors, the entire restaurant still remains fully ADA compliant and as compliant with all the other department regulations as well. Obviously, when the season comes to an end, we'll come back for our annual fall hearing to convert the seats back indoors. With reference to what you mentioned earlier for World Cup events, they do not have any intention of providing any outdoor TV or entertainment of that sort. So, pursuant to your notification earlier, we intend to comply with all the rules and regulations set out here so that we can continue to be a diligent member in the community. As you know, we've been here for about 10 years and established ourselves as a staple in the community. Our manager, Anwen Crumpler, I'm not sure if she's here tonight, but she's obviously maintained this restaurant. I don't believe there's been any complaints that I am aware of. Otherwise, they would have notified their lawyer, and then I would be a very unhappy lawyer that time around. But given that there's been no notifications to me, I believe that with the clean history and her previous employment experience, we're just hoping to, do our annual seating conversion from 16 indoor to outside. And if you have any other objections to it, we've notified the abutters pursuant to the requirements, all 126 of them this season. And we've notified the counselors as well. They did not seem to indicate any opposition. So hopefully we can get approved by the board tonight and continue to be a outstanding community member.
Attorney Lee, thank you very much. I have no questions. Commissioner Allen.
No questions. Used to this semi-annual song and dance.
Commissioner Thomas.
No questions.
No questions. Attorney Lee, if you're all set, this is a public hearing. Are there any members of the public who wish to be heard on the application?
If so, please approach the podium in the city council chambers or raise your hand in the Zoom lobby. Seeing none.
Seeing none, make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all three commissioners in the affirmative. Thank you very much. Next on the agenda is,
Thank-
thank you, attorney.
Thank you.
Item number 22. Item number 22 is an application by. Item number 22 is an application. This is a transfer application for an all forms 7-day restaurant license, common victular, entertainment by devices, 2 a.m. license, private outdoor dining. This is for St. Bridget's Well LLC, DBA St. Bridget's Well, 525 Medford Street, requesting approval of a transfer of the all forms alcohol license from Demeter Hospitality Group, DBA Daddy Jones, and a common victular entertainment by devices 2 a.m. license and private outdoor dining. The hours of operation are as described in the application. This is a public hearing. Gentlemen, could you make your application any longer for me? I'm running out of breath up here. Welcome. State your name for the record.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Matthew Porter, I'm the attorney for St. Bridget's Well LLC. I'm Michael Quigley. I'm the expected buyer for St. Bridget's Well.
Great. Matt or Mike, who's going to be doing the presentation for us?
I will be happy to do so.
Thank you very much.
This is the transfer of the current on premises section 12 restaurant license. Currently does business as Daddy Jones at 525 Medford Street. Mr. Quigley is the sole manager member of St. Bridget's Well LLC. He'd also be the proposed license manager, meaning he'll be the individual there 50, if not more hours per week, I'm sure. This is the transfer of the license. The business is going to be changing hands over to Michael. There'll be a new theme there. It's going to be an Irish inspired pub. No major changes to the building, so no structural changes inside. They'll do some interior upgrades, obviously, but the hours are carrying over from the existing ownership group. It's the same outdoor seating on the theme of the evening. We did have to go through some new ED requirements when the current patio was approved back in 2010. There weren't the same requirements as there are now. We worked with Ms. Aurora at length and Michael at length regarding that patio. We've got a new plan stamped by the architect and everybody seemed to be satisfied with the plan there. But this is a well-established business. It's been at this location for a long time. Mr. Quigley's been in the industry since 2010. He's a bartender, de facto manager at Druid in Cambridge. So he's been there 16 years. They've had no violations whatsoever. They have a sterling reputation over there. So he certainly comes with a wealth of experience, and this is his opportunity to open up his own location. There is a request for a pledge of license and inventory. The seller is financing the transaction. So in addition to the request for the transfer of license and entertainment and common vehicular, we are requesting that the board also approve the pledge of license and inventory going back to the seller's entity, which is 525 Medford Street LLC. But otherwise, all the financing is in order. Their lease is in place. Certainly, I'm happy to answer any questions that the board may have, and Mr. Quigley is as well.
Thank you very much, Counselor. Not a sale of the property, sale of the business only.
Correct. So,
Okay.
yes,
So the
current restaurant here also owns the property.
Okay.
So should be leasing the space back to Mr. Quigley, but it's
Got
just the purchase of the business.
Got it. You're leasing.
Correct.
Yep, got it. Pledge of the license. Aren't we supposed to see that?
Mr. Chair, we are supposed to see a pledge of the license. It would be within your discretion if you wanted to review and approve that tonight, but it was not indicated on their application that this was a pledge.
Okay. Okay. The pledge of the license, we also have to approve because that has to go to the ABCC as well.
Right.
So why?
So that was part of our application. It's marked off on the application itself. So
We
it's on
have
the
it.
monetary transmittal form and on the first page as well.
Okay, it was. Okay. How was this advertised? Was the pledge of the license advertised on this thing?
Mr. Chair, if you give me 1 second.
I think we can proceed, I don't want to hold you up. I think we can proceed but you're gonna have to have that pledge of the license included in the application to the ABCC as well.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's all marked there. Yeah, we should be fine. We also put in the draft note in the draft pledge that the ABCC will review as well.
Did we miss it? No.
It wasn't in their application
All right.
on our side.
The clerk says it was not in the application on our side. You may have put it in on the ABCC side, but it was not on the application on our side. Let's do this. I don't want to hold up people because that pledge of the license, if it's in the ABCC's hands, we very rarely look at it anyway, so. I don't want to hold this up on their side.
Yeah, just to that end, it is to the seller, obviously, it was proposed,
Correct.
license holder.
Correct.
Extended.
Yeah, and Michael doesn't know this, but I know him from the Druid anyway, and I know the sellers as well, so we know where to find you. All right, so I think I'm going to amend this application tonight, if I could, and it will also include pledge of license. No stock involved?
It's just pledge of license and inventory.
An inventory.
Yeah, no
Pledge of license and inventory. All right, so we're just going to amend that. Pardon? Performers, outdoor dining. Was there performers on this thing?
There'll be no performances in the outdoor.
Just
Yeah,
ambient-
inside acoustic music.
Just ambient music if you want to. Bluetooth,
Yeah.
keep the volume down. There's, yeah.
Okay. Outside.
Okay. All right. So this is where we get in trouble because the chair doesn't look at these things the way he should. On the Citizen Serve application, will you have live performers indoors? Yes.
Indoors.
Indoors. Okay, where's the rest of this? Is it further down, it asks about outdoor. Will you have performers outdoors? Does it say anything? Here's the indoor stuff. See a lot of this. Yeah. Will you have entertainment? Will you have entertainment devices outdoors on private property? Stereos, TVs, movie screens, video games? Yes. I assume that just means speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No outdoor. That's it.
We'll just look for a yes in here. No, I didn't see it. Okay, so that was strictly for indoor.
Right.
Okay, all right, we're all set. Anything else? Okay, Commissioner Allen.
Thank you, Chairman Lynch. Usually the main thing we focus on for something like this would be the request for the 2 a.m. Extended license. However, I do think given the experience that the manager is bringing to this, that he's a known quantity in abutting municipalities, I don't have a problem with it. No questions for the applicant.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Thomas.
No further questions.
Thank you very much. What Commissioner Allen is referring to is the 2 a.m. closing is a privilege of the license, not a right of the license. This commission used to have a rule, and we look at it case by case, that we would make you wait a year before we would grant the 2 a.m. If there was no blemishes on the record, you could go ahead. I'm opting these days for, we give the 2 a.m. license if you request it, and we have no mercy if you violate the 2 a.m. So I'm just saying we've gotten in trouble by granting new folks into the city an immediate 2 a.m. and it's not been pleasant. So protect it, Michael. Protect it. And Commissioner Allen, are you okay with that? You're okay with the 2 a.m. off the bat, right?
Yes, Chairman.
Okay, you okay with that?
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else, Counselor? Mike, you want to say anything?
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Commissioner, but I just want to thank both of you for their consideration, and I look forward to my us inclusive and hospitality business in the square.
Great. Great. I think your attorney answered most of the questions that we usually ask. So, okay, Michael, this is a public hearing.
Are there any members of the public here to speak on this item? If you could please raise your hand in the Zoom lobby or approach the podium in City Council chambers. Seeing none, Mr. Chair.
Seeing none, make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I
Aye, all three commissioners in the affirmative. You had me when I looked at your menu. You got a fish chowder on there.
Oh, yeah.
Better have it on the menu every night.
That's more. Same game in square.
All right, best wishes. Welcome to the neighborhood. Welcome to the city. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Counselor. Next up on the agenda.
Mr. Chair, through you, out of order, we will do number 8, the Bronwyn special alcohol license. Because we have Nikki here.
Did we have Nikki weigh in on the private
Nikki's
patio?
here and she mentioned that she did.
Yeah,
I think, if I'm putting on this spot.
yeah. Nikki, I did see your comments on the private patio and the commission has no questions on it.
All right, great. In that case, we recommend that you approve what you have already done.
Okay,
For the Bronwyn?
yeah. No. This was for the outdoor private dining for St. Bridget's well.
Right, no, I was saying
Okay.
the next item would be item number 8, which is the Bronwyn Restaurants.
Very good.
Special alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nikki, you gonna stay with us? I know that you don't normally weigh in on special alcohol licenses, but if you could stay with us for one more, I'd appreciate it.
Sure.
Item number 8 is Bronwyn Restaurant, 255 Washington Street, requesting approval of a special alcohol license, wine and malt for. You want to say it for me, Michael, or do you want me to?
Bronwyn did mention it to me. Wine Stefan, Tiny Beer Garden.
What Michael said, the tiny beer garden to be held at the Union Square Municipal Parking Lot on 5/14, 5/15, 9/18, from 5 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. and 9/19 from 12 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., 9/20 from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. All for alcohol service. A tiny beer garden is the applicant present.
Mr. Chair, I see the applicant in the lobby. Rowan, I'm not sure. Are you
I
there?
am
Can you hear us?
here.
All
Can you
right,
guys
are
hear
on.
me?
Yes, we can. Bronwyn, if you can identify yourself for the record, please.
Bronwyn Weichman, General Manager of Bronwyn Restaurant. Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening, Bronwyn. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Can I tell
Well,
you
yeah.
what we're doing?
Yes,
Would you like
please.
for me to explain it? Okay. So Weinstefaner Tiny Beer Garden. It's a mouthful. Weinstefaner is our German beer company that we've been partnered with for now 14 years. And this is an introduction of a collaboration that they are doing with what a company of two brothers from Rockport are building tiny pubs. And they've got 2 Irish pubs called Wee Pubs, and they've got 1 tiny beer garden that's been outfitted by Weinstefaner. And the event on 5/14 and 5/15, which is just an extra day because it'll be there overnight in the parking lot, is the kind of celebration for its creation. And it's going to be like an event where it's an introduction to the public. And that one's just a one night on Thursday night. And then we're hoping to have it again on the weekend of Fluff Festival when there is no farmer's market in the parking lot over Fluff Festival weekend. So that weekend, it's kind of Bronwyn Restaurant's time to have the tiny pub. It's already been in use. And then with the very busy weekend that we have in Union Square, I feel like it would be a really fun draw for Union Square to have with everybody that comes to the square that weekend.
Very good. Couple of quick questions for me. So to orient the public, you already have a private outdoor dining, correct?
Yes, along
And you have
the side.
And you have a parklet in front of you, correct?
We do, in front. Go ahead.
Okay, and then this is for special alcohol, which you want to just go across the street, across the parking lot for this tiny beer garden thing that you'll be doing on select dates. Have I got that all correct?
That is correct. Yes,
Okay.
and from my understanding, we would not have been able to license our 2 spots that are connected to our license because they are for a specific utility. So to
Correct.
pull in a small RV just for a couple days was not an opportunity, wasn't a possibility.
Okay, Bronwyn, real quick, the questions I have, are you talking about an actual travel caravan? Or are you
Yeah.
talking about just
Yes.
roping off those spaces for seating?
No, it is. Think of like a small like RV. It is 20 feet long by 8.5 feet wide. And if anybody can pull out their phone and stick in tiny pubs, you can see a
I've
lot of
seen
the
it.
pictures. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen it. So
And
I was unaware by the depictions that were being sent to me that this is actually one of the tiny pubs. This is not
it
like you're roping
is.
off 3 parking spaces. You're going to bring a tiny pub in there, and people are going to be able to go inside and sit down and have a pretzel and a beer. Is that
Yes,
it? Got it.
that is it.
Now,
That is it.
all
Along
right.
with,
So rapid
there's a
fire.
couple, yeah, there's a
Rapid
couple
fire,
seats
Bronwyn.
inside.
Okay, I got it. Service people. That's going to be that will be peopled at all times, correct? There'll be somebody in there, one
For
of your
sure.
staff or somebody from the vendor.
There will
Correct?
be several. There will be
Okay.
several that are working the outdoor area as well as the indoor area. And that is all entirely our staff. The brewery or tiny pubs does not staff the event.
No, I got it. How is it powered? How is the inside of that? What's the external power source?
There's a generator that we are going to be renting from Home Depot since
Got
that's
it.
on the other side, and it needs more than just like a little battery pack.
Does engineering know about that or a Somerville Fire Department? Have you notified them you're going to have a generator on the public way?
No, I haven't.
Okay, all right, well, I'm gonna wait until the fire department weighs in here. How
Okay.
about restrooms? You're gonna ask them to go across the street and use your restaurant restrooms?
Yes.
Okay, so it's beer from a specialized vendor that you use all the time with pretzels, this tiny pub thing that I've seen advertised, just waited for Somerville to get one. Now I understand we're gonna have it. Great, I love it. I looked at it online and you are the first to do this. I have a couple of things, Bronwyn, you know that during pandemic, we allowed you to have outdoor seating on the opposite side of the municipal parking lot. It kind of violates some of the state rules as well as there is concern for safety, especially during when the parking lot is open, your customers and your wait staff would have to travel across a lane of traffic. So what I'm going to ask you to do on this special permit is to have something available for your patrons and please train your staff. I know exactly where this is going because I looked at the plan for it. Please, I implore you to have them use the crosswalk in the parking lot. Don't be running across the lane of traffic.
Okay. Yeah,
right.
that works for us. We use it already. So we can direct everybody right through the crosswalk. Not a problem.
Okay, I'm only trying to correct my bad behavior because when you know I was president of the board of the media center, I'd run across the parking lot and not use the crosswalk. So there it is. Mea culpa. Okay, any other questions for the applicant for special one days?
I do have a question regarding the footprint and ensuring that no impact to the existing outdoor establishments that are there. Considering it will be across the street, and I think there are parking slots there now.
They are proposing to use three
of those.
The one question I have for you, Bronwyn, I forgot, I'm sorry, you should ask it. ADA, there's a HP spot right next to the 3 that she's gonna be taking. How close is this little tiny pub gonna be to the HP spot?
It's still there. We won't be in it. So it'll be on the far right, and then we will start with the next 3 spots directly next to it.
Okay, if I could just give you some advice, make sure that whichever way that little tiny pub is facing, I assume it's going lengthwise across the three. Make sure that the HP parking spot is not obstructed in any way for passengers trying to get out the passenger side door. Okay, just
Agreed.
pull it far enough away from that, and then we won't have any problems. Yeah, I did your ADA thing.
You did a great too.
Okay, great, thanks. Got anything else?
No further questions.
Okay, Commissioner Allen?
Yeah, thank you, Bronwyn, for working with us as we figure out new things. We'll get there eventually. Just one question. I wanted to confirm on the pretzels are the only thing you'll be serving. For anything else, they'll need to come into the restaurant proper.
Yeah, we're not shooting for everything all in the same spot. So this is kind of like a fun grab a beer, have a pretzel. If you want to have more, come on in, for the full dinner. But it would allow for more people to have fun kind of moving through the tiny pub to see it. So kind of limiting it and also just kind of, making it more of a quick grab a beer and keep it moving.
Understood. Thank you. No further questions.
Thank you very much. There are no other questions. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Bronwyn, good
Thank
luck. I'm looking forward. Send pictures. Put pictures out there of this tiny pub. I want to see it.
We will.
Summer. Great.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You Thanks. Next item on the agenda, I think, is item 21.
Mr. Chair, through you, that is correct.
Item 21, this is for Indignant Brewing. It's an existing farmer pourer brewer license. New all forms 7-day restaurant license. Indignant Brewing Co. LLC DBA Winter Hill Brewing, 328 Broadway, requesting approval of a new all forms alcohol license to replace their existing farmer pourer. The hours of operation are as listed. This is a public hearing. Welcome. State your name for the record.
Bert Holdridge.
Bert, welcome back. Before we begin, congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
10 years here in Somerville. Who knew? Very good. Tell us a little bit about it. You're going to give up the pourer license and go for all forms.
Yes.
Okay.
Makes us more attractive for people looking for dinner, and beer is not as high as it used to be, so it's trying to appeal to people.
Great. Any violations, any disciplinary action before the ABCC or this board? Thank you very much. Commissioner Thomas, any questions?
No questions. Congratulations. No further questions.
No questions. Commissioner Thomas. Alan.
There we go. You looking for canned cocktails or looking for a full cocktail setup?
It's going to be a small, seasonal cocktail menu and wine.
Great. No further questions.
Thank you very much. I assume you've already been in touch with public health or health department and saying what you need in terms of kitchen reconfiguration.
Really no changes to our operation.
So you have full dishwashing capabilities and stuff already?
Oh, yeah.
For the glass, got it. Okay. Sometimes when there's a cut over between a brewer style only and a full liquor license, there are kitchen things they want you to do, but if you're all set. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? I think we have somebody who was going to come in online. Can you see if you get during the public hearing? We can take them during the public hearing. Okay. All set. This is a public hearing, Michael.
This is a public hearing. If you are here to speak on this item, please approach the podium in the city council chamber. Mr. Chair, I do see a hand raised in the Zoom lobby. Councilor, you are unmuted on our end.
Oh, thank you, Clerk Potier. Thank you, Mr. Chair and fellow esteemed members of the Licensing Commission. I am Jesse Klingon, the Ward 4 City Councilor representing that area. I just want to speak in favor of this change of license for the Winter Hill Brewing Company. They came on just after, they opened up just before I took office, and the entire time I've been in office, they've been an exemplary local business. I've never had any complaints from any abutters, neighbors. I can't, say enough good things. I think this is a really good positive change for them. And I just thank you for your consideration. And I really hope that you'll approve this evening. So they can have those. It sounds like a pretty cool concept. Bert and Breck are really great about kind of tailoring their items to the local community and to what's happening around. And so I'm excited to see what they mix up for Winter Hill and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Klingon. Any other members of the public who wish to be heard?
Mr. Chair, seeing none.
Seeing none, make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Every 10 years, you got to spice it up.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you. Next item on the agenda, are we back to the regular order of business or?
Mr. Chair, through you, no, we are not.
We're not.
You're not.
We're going to item number
We
14.
will be going to item 14.
Wow. Well, you shook that jar today though, didn't you? Item number 14, welcome. This is for an existing all forms restaurant license, change of hours and 2 a.m. license. This is for H&P Restaurant Group, LLC, DBA Gaucho Brazilian Cuisine, 102 Broadway, requesting approval of a change of hours and a 2 a.m. license. The current hours are as stated, proposed hours. They are going for Sunday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. and Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. This is a public hearing. Welcome, Attorney Vigorito. State your name for the record.
Good evening, Attorney Vigorito, 424 Broadway, Somerville. Thank you, Commissioner Lynch and Commissioner Thomas, and Commissioner Zollison. So,
And if I could ask you to move the mic in front of you and then speak into it, thanks.
This better. So I am joined this evening by several people sitting down. They are my team. I'm joined by let's see, Ronnie Figueroa, who is the actual liquor manager. Ronnie, okay, raise your hand. Ashley Herrera, who is one of the shift managers. She's daughter of one of the owners. Michael Herrera, Michael, raise your hand. He's an assistant manager. And they're actually grooming Michael to eventually be the actual manager. Michael's 27 years old and, working in the family business. So that's the long-term goal. You may recognize Benjamin Arjuda. Raise your hand. He was the previous manager of Gaucho Brazilian and never had any violations. So he is back working since this occurred back in July with the team to make things better. I just want to introduce everyone first and then I'll get into that. Also, Joaquin Costa, he's the sound technician that was hired. Tiago Silver is the head of security. He may be in on Zoom. He's going to join in person. There are various people that are going to join on Zoom to speak in favor of this application as well. So I don't need to rehash what happened. My team was here back in July without me on some serious noise violations. They came into me and they said, what do we do? I said, well, we have to make this situation better because Gaucho Brazilian never had these issues in the past. It was 20 years, no violations, no problems. So immediately they had Benjamin come back in, assist. They hired this sound technician and he is there on Friday and Saturday evenings. Because that's when that's when the noise complaints arose. And he's there from 6:30 in the evening until they currently close at 1 a.m. He tells me that the noise level doesn't get above 65 decibels. He's there making sure the sound stays where it should be. Also, they have a security team that ranges from 3 to 4 people. They are clearly distinguished with their security They would assure us that they security in back so they can be, they're out on the street as well as inside the establishment because, there have been reports of intoxicated individuals on the streets. I mean, these are things that we see throughout the establishments in the city. It's not just Gaucho Brazilian. I've used my years of experience working with various establishments to say, these are some of the things that you have to incorporate that really work. Also previously, there was DJs on a lot of these evenings when the noise got out of hand. They no longer have disc jockeys. They have solely, bands that are, they're generally from what they've explained to me, it's a 3-person group. So that they say brings a lot less, noise volume. It's much lower. I've also spoken at length with Ward 1 Counselor, Matt McLaughlin. I know he spoke back in July, you know, because he was hearing from constituents, there are problems, there is noise. When I spoke to him a few weeks back, he told me, you know, he hasn't received any complaints, though I was informed by some who.
I'm sorry, Counselor, let me ask you a question.
Oh, sure.
He said he has not received any complaints.
Yes, correct. He said
Okay.
he's not received any complaints.
Okay.
You know, I think he may sometimes go over to Gaucho Brazilian, not in the evening. He's got a young child, but you know, he does have lunch there and, you know, Gaucho Brazilian it's not known for being the only nighttime establishment. It's you know, it's Friday and Saturday night where they, you know, usually have the live entertainment, but they have, you know, a long history of having great lunches. So, you know, and that has proven that, you know, there are people who come at lunchtime. They will come down on the weekends as well. But back to, I did review with the team here. On this list, there's some from July and August.
Yeah, why don't we wait until Captain De Oliveira weighs in on SPD's recommendation? So let me try to encapsulate this. I'm not on the clock, you bill by the hour, but let me try to squeeze this right down for you. In July, your client was brought before this commission for a show cause hearing. Primarily, what was coming forth was noise complaints in the early morning hours. There were also incidents of unruly folks, patrons out in front of the restaurant. There was another incident which we could not talk about because it was still in court, which was a weapons. Okay. This commission decided, and the SPD agreed, that we would revoke the 2 a.m. license. So they were given their violation punishment, and that ended on October 31st, 2025. Since that time, so here's where I kind of shift over to what has changed since their violation probation period is up. So if you could, what I'd like to do is to ask the manager of record a couple of questions. So I need to speak to the manager of record as of August 1st.
And that would be Mr. Figueroa. Also, if I could approach,
Sure.
I do have letters in support.
Yep, you can give them to Michael.
Apologies, the, a management team brought those this evening, so they just see them.
Okay. Ronnie, if I could ask you to come on up, identify yourself, and I got a couple of questions for you. So Ronnie, you were the manager of record during the disciplinary hearing.
Disciplinary, yes.
Yes, and then you testified at that hearing. You're still the manager of record for Gaucho Brazilian Cuisine.
I am.
So my question is, there were a lot of things that you promised this commission that you would put in place. There were tighter controls over noise. There were tighter controls. You were going to do some soundproofing, tighter controls over your security folks in front of and inside your establishment. You also made representation to us that you were going to be keeping a log, some kind of a log of incidents that happened interior to your restaurant. And anytime the police came down to your establishment, for incidents. Right? Okay, you have that log with you tonight?
No, tonight.
Okay,
No, tonight.
no log,
No,
okay. Do you have any idea of how many times the police have been called to your establishment since August 1st?
It was one time when they come over
Okay,
and, we actually had a conversation and they said that they needed to put on the record.
okay.
Just because we are actually pulling over.
You placed the call
We placed.
because of a disturbance inside, you wanted somebody taken care of. I mean, somebody to be smoking too. I grew up in Somerville, I'm sorry. We'll take care of it, we'll take care of it. So Ronnie, would it surprise you, the police report that we got from August 1st through the end of the year, or actually through the first few days of the year, there are multiple complaints on here. And so it's noise complaints, groups out in front, assistance, mail transported to the hospital, noise complaints, intoxicated, drunk male on the sidewalk. Drunk male on the sidewalk can mean anything to me, but that means where's your security guy out front? I mean, I guess what I'm trying to get is you took the violation and the punishment. Now you're back and you want to regain your 2 a.m. So I'm going to ask you the question again, what's changed? If you
Now, the exception of having a metal detector front door, each and every one of the items that I promise you to move forward with that. I am not here to point fingers to anyone. I do not, and we cannot control people in terms of what they behave outside of the restaurant. We do control how much they can actually drink inside of the restaurant, and that has been taken care of. We know exactly who is the bartender who's serving you or anybody else who's standing over. But if there has been problems with people outside of the restaurant being intoxicated, I can name a number of things that they can possibly do, have alcohol in the cars, bring it to them, but our security people, they do know when they're coming in and when they're going out. They check that they're not gonna have anything wrapped up on paper or anything that can be put us in a harm.
No, Ronnie, I know it's a tough business. You don't know if somebody has something in their pocket when they walk in. You don't know if they went down the street to the liquor store, got a couple of pints, came back and tried to get back in. I get it. What I'm trying to establish though is the noise complaints. So I'm just pointing out a couple of other things that had happened, but the noise complaints is still there. So can we kind of focus for me? What have you done?
We have been black and white, straightforward with anything that we have to bring up. We can at any given time have hide anything from anyone. Again, the noises outside, it does surprise me because we have been on top of these things. And it does really surprise me. If we would have just this slight incident, I'll be the first one to tell you. I have been in this business and this is not to put you my resume facing any given time, but if I promise you to do something, it will be done. And if no, I won't be there.
Okay.
But it is a surprise to me when you say that.
Okay. So you're back in front of us. You want your 2 a.m. back. I'm going to open it up to the other two commissioners. Commissioner Thomas.
I have no questions at this time, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Commissioner Allen.
I appreciate some of the work that y'all have done, sound engineered. That's great. But we really are like it's critical here to have a clear track record of performance and a clear track record that you've been addressing issues. And I think Chairman Lynch makes a really good point that you were asked to like keep a log of everything that you've done. And like this is not a unique thing that we've asked of Gaucho. You can look at other folks we've had at show cause hearings, and like one of the things we say is you need to be keeping a record of what's going on at your establishment. Otherwise, you can't fix it because you're not keeping track of it. I will wait to hear the thoughts from our SPD liaison, but similarly, what we said earlier in this very meeting, like we've kind of gone to a go ahead and issue 2 AMs, but if they don't work, revoke them. And I'm not right now convinced, particularly with the lack of like real documentation that change has happened, that a reinstatement of 2 AM is appropriate.
Thank you, Commissioner Allen. Okay. Counselor, anything else? We're gonna talk to SPD, see what they want to do. Okay. Captain Diogo De Oliveira, what have we got for us tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through you, it has gotten better, Mr. Chair. We went from 62 last year to only 10 this year. We haven't had anything in the past few months. We haven't had any complaints in February, any complaints in March, any complaints in April. I'm not sure if they've had any events in these 3 months, but it has gotten better. In terms of the noise and the outside incidents, I said this the last time and I'll say it again. What's happening outside of the establishment, it is their responsibility. These people are not showing up to their establishment drunk, getting drunk elsewhere, and then causing a disturbance in front of their establishment. They're consuming alcohol inside of the establishment and then causing a disturbance outside. It is a neighborhood, a residential neighborhood. They have to be aware of that, and they have to move people along. And then if they can't move the people along, they can call us and we'll move them. But if we're getting calls from the residents, then it's a problem. But in terms of the noise, to what the gentleman said before, that he's surprised with the noise. Our officers report the same thing, that they can hear the noise as they're approaching the establishment. So the noise is still an issue, but it has gotten better. On their defense, to their credit, it has gotten better. We went from 62 last year to 10 this year, since August.
Okay. Captain De Oliveira, thank you. Ronnie, I asked you a question earlier. If you don't mind, I'll go back to Ronnie for a minute. I asked you a question earlier that how many calls do you think might be appearing on your log about police visits since August 1st? And I think you said to us 1.
That's right.
Okay. Would it surprise you to know that we have 10 of them on the police log? And those are primarily for noise.
Okay. My apologies. We do have a log that
no, that's the police log. What I'm looking for is when a Somerville Police Department official walks into Gaucho Brazilian cuisine and identifies themselves and says, we have a noise complaint, you should have a log that the police arrived at your site.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. That's what we're trying to get at. The police are coming to us and they're saying there are excessive noise complaints come about this organization. So I would highly advise you as a good practice, not only for if you ever wind up in front of us again, but your insurance company may want to look at that and say, how good a neighbor are they if we're going to insure them, right? And if they see that stuff on the police logs, you might have to pay a premium to get insurance. I'm not telling you how to run your business. The only thing I can do is run licensing here, right? But I have to work very closely with SPD. 2 AM.
I just do want to say, I was in this position, the sound engineer's position in Everett. We had the same situation. I was working at a restaurant. We sat in front of the board looking for 2 AM. I do understand how important that 2 AM is. I think 62 to 10 incidents is an accomplishment. My concern in the beginning was the array sound system. Those are very powerful. So the frequency going through the windows, it's almost like they're not there. The residential is a big problem because that's just the area that we're in. So it's very difficult because I do get it. I understand completely. But it's just the residential area that we're operating in is very difficult. And that's my only point I want to put on record.
Okay,
Commissioners, may I interject for a moment?
most certainly.
My job is to listen to what the commission is saying, and obviously, you know, some of the police, you know, speaking, you know, going from, I think he said 62 to 10, but, and I believe the last problem, or new, it was a loud music, was back in, was January 4th. Instead of voting this evening, would the commission entertain coming back to the June meeting, so roughly 60 days? Because as we know, the weather is getting much better now. And people have tendency to be out much more. It's a long, cold winter. You know, I, you know, feel like if they have no issues from now until then, perhaps the commission would be in the mindset of granting the 2 AM. I only, you know, suggest that because
Are you suggesting a continuance?
I am, because I think.
It's up to you, it's up to you and your client. I mean, if you want to request a continuance, we can do it, or you have other options. The other option is to stop your entertainment by DJs and performers at midnight. That gets rid of your noise problem. Ronnie's looking at me going, yeah, I might, but eats into my cash drawer. You see what I'm saying? We're not here to punish, we're here to try to help. So there are multiple things you can do. You can ask us for a continuance. You can ask us to vote on it tonight. You can wait until June and just apply for the World Cup extended hours. And we can judge you on that, right?
I just asked them about that, and I don't think they're gonna be doing that, 'cause I don't think their patrons are necessarily gonna be watching. This is what I just heard, when I saw it on the agenda, I said, hey, you're gonna be looking to do this, and they said.
Well, that's, as I said, when we address the issue, it's gonna be up to each operator to say whether or not they want to keep their staff there until 3 o'clock in the morning. That's up to them. What's your pleasure? You discuss it. If you want us to wait until the end of the meeting, we can do that, but I'd prefer to move it along.
Because I would rather them prove themselves to the commission, you know, hearing what Commissioner Thomas said, you know, it sounds like, yes, they have definitely made strides. And I'd like to see them, you know, really, you know, I want you to be comfortable with the vote, because like, I have a feeling I know which way the vote would go tonight, and I think waiting might be much more beneficial, you know, to my clients. And, you know, really tidying up, making sure that, you know, noise is not going to be an issue.
I don't want to wait 2 months. Why don't we bring them back in next month?
That's fine. I only said
Next
that
month?
because, you know, I thought maybe it might have been too soon, but I'd be thrilled to come back next month.
Okay, Clark has something.
Mr. Chair, just a point of information.
Yeah.
This item has been properly noticed for a public hearing tonight.
Yep.
If we do continue it, we would need to notice another public hearing for the next meeting.
I thought it was announced it tonight, so it would, because it's a continuance.
Right.
Mr. Chair.
It has to be re-noticed?
Because the next hearing is going to be with new information. Effectively, this is what I was informed by the city clerk, because the continuance is intended to allow for the introduction of new evidence. Ergo, in this case, no calls for the next month. It would be a new public hearing, is what I was told.
I can re-notice, but I've never had to do it before.
This is what I was told, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
I can make confirmation with, you know, with the department in this week, but it has to be re-noticed, and we'll send out letters.
That's an expense to the applicant. And who told you that? Kim Wells?
Mr. Chair, that's correct. Yes.
Okay, all right.
As long as the next hearing is based on new and additional information that wasn't present at this hearing, then it would need to be renoticed for the next one. So in the example that the clerk used was if the police were going to conduct an investigation and present results of that at another hearing.
All right.
It seems like it would be in the same.
Okay, that's new to me. I'm not gonna argue with the city clerk's office, but it seems funky in the 9 years that I've been doing this. What I would like to do, though, is to see if we can do a conditional 2 AM approval. Right, let's do it conditional. We'll give them approval tonight, 60 days. You get any calls? we take it back.
Before we leave, I wanted to really,
Ronnie, if you could speak into the microphone for me.
I would like to express my appreciation. I know that is an audience to actually deliver what we need to do in our business, although it's a tough business, like you said. We'll make sure to put fish out and we can actually do some good New England fish out.
Everyone knows my weakness now. I'm gonna have.
Thank you.
All right, Ronnie, stay right there until we vote. All right, Commissioner Allen, what I'd like to do is to give conditional approval for the 2 a.m. for a 60-day period to be evaluated at the end of the 60 days.
I'm happy to give it a try.
Okay, Commissioner Thomas, you
And this
okay
means
with
it would, yeah, it would revert back to 1
They would go back to the 1 a.m. closing.
immediately or call hearing? Sir, immediately or would be called back for a hearing after the incident?
We would just notify them.
Okay.
You violated the condition of your 2 a.m. closing. It is a privilege, not a right of the license.
Mr. Chair, would you like to include them on the June licensing
Yes.
commission agenda?
Include them for the review. Okay? All right. There's other people waiting. Are we good with that? Make a motion to approve the 2 a, sorry, public hearing. My apologies. Any members of the public who wish to be heard on the application?
Please go ahead and raise your hand in the Zoom lobby or approach the podium in the city council chambers.
Anybody at all? Okay, these are mostly employees or consultants? Yeah. Okay, come on up. Identify yourself for the record, thanks.
The restaurant for 20 years. It's 7 Curry Street in the back.
Okay.
Even never complain. I never hear too much noise. I need feel good. I eat every day over there. That's why you can say this.
So you're a direct abutter and a neighbor to the establishment,
Yeah.
right? Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah. Any other members of the public in the chamber? Seeing none. Any members of the public online?
Mr. Chair, through you, seeing none. Seeing none.
Seeing none, make a motion to approve the 2 a.m. license conditionally. Bring them back in for a review in June. If there are any incidents, it would be cause for revocation. All those in favor?
Second.
Aye.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All 3 commissioners in the affirmative. We don't like doing this, but we have public health, public safety to worry about. So please do me a favor.
I appreciate
Keep the noise down, no underage drinking, no excessive serving, and everyone's gonna be happy. Thank you, Counselor. Thank you, Brian. Okay, thank you, everybody. Okay, next item. Where are we, Michael?
All right. Mr. Chair, you have one more item out of order. Number 17.
Okay, are they in the audience?
They are indeed in the audience.
Number 17 is new entertainment by devices, patrons, and performers. This is for Life Drawing Boston, LLC, DBA Life Drawing Boston, 86 Joy Street, requesting approval of an entertainment by devices, patrons, and performers. This is a public hearing. Welcome. If you could state your name for the record.
David London.
David, I didn't scare you guys, did I?
No, but I'm nervous.
Don't be. Don't be. We're both lambs up here. All right, David, take it away. Thank you.
Yes, so my name is David London. I like from Boston. How long should I go here?
Just briefly overview, because I think we know what you're trying to do down there. We have the application in front of us.
Great, okay. Yeah, I just want to say, all right, so I've been running life rooms for about 4 to 5 years. We've been in the space for about a year and a few months now. Like, thanks for the help. Yeah, it's, what the hell is this? Sorry.
Life Drawing Boston LLC.
Huge demand for the type of program we're proposing, both from the community of artists as well from the community of the audience. Very much a horse cart before the horseman. And I just want to say also it is, yeah, I'll cut it off for now and then I'll respond to questions.
Okay.
Both on Zoom and in the chamber.
Okay, this is for the benefit of people who watch this hearing. 86 Joy Street, is that the Joy Street Studio complex?
Yes.
Okay, and 86 Joy Street, is that just something you're renting, or is that somebody else who owns it and you're gonna be performing there?
86 Joy Street is an art studio building with about 50 studios that's owned by a company called North River. I rent one of the larger Bay studios on the ground.
You rent the Bay Studio?
Correct.
Got it, okay. So you're the responsible party for 86 Joy Street? That Bay. Okay, and then you're looking for entertainment by devices. What are the devices?
We're looking for entertainment by devices, speakers, as well as entertainment by performers.
Televisions involved?
No.
Screens? Possibly
Yes.
projection screens, if they're a performative artist, interaction kind of thing. See, I'm old, but I go to these things.
Yeah, no.
Patrons, performance by patrons. You mean there are different types of performances by actors, by poets, by painters, by interactive.
Yeah.
Got it? And then performers.
Yes.
Okay, so patrons and performers.
Yes.
Okay, dancing.
Yeah.
Okay, so all the performing arts.
All of them.
Okay, this is not gonna turn into a subterranean disco, right? It's not gonna be an after-hours club.
No, this is much more
Got
like
it.
for things like variety shows where people who have a lot of interdisciplinary art skills are able to perform, as well as potential for concerts, for local bands to play.
Okay, very similar to what Bow Market does. Bow Market has performance spaces upstairs and they rent it out to, yeah, okay. All right, when he said concerts. Yeah, you saw my antenna go up. Do we have prohibition on concerts with alcohol in case they ever come back in for a one day? I know you're not looking for that yet, but no?
Mr. Chair,
Okay, so-
not to my knowledge.
Okay. All right. It is a public hearing because of the entertainment by devices part of it. Okay, Commissioner Thomas.
Yeah, I'm actually just still trying to visualize, so like chairs and stage, stool, guitar, something like that. Speakers, no food, no drinks or anything like that.
We have beverages.
Okay.
In the future, if permitting allows, we might apply for single day
Something like that.
alcohol permits.
Yeah.
but The vision right now is largely about getting the entertainment permits, and we're not interested in any sort of food.
Is it like a elevated stage platform type thing?
Yeah.
Or floor?
No, we have an elevated stage.
I have no further questions. Mr. Chair.
Very good, Commissioner Allen.
Just a paperwork thing. Checking out your socials, you have your location as 72 Joy Street, but you're filing for 86. Could you elaborate?
So technically, the address is 86. 86 usually brings people into the main art studio building and can be quite confusing. My entrance is about 50 feet to the left of 86, and there's a 72 on the door. It was there when we came, so I've been calling it 72 so that people don't keep going into the wrong building. But for like legal purposes, it's 86.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Allen, for pointing it out. I did see it. I would advise you to work with Michael, because the fire department and the police department want the exact address. So if there's ever anything that happens for life safety reasons, they need to know that exact address. So if you could just work with Michael on it, we can figure it out.
I love working.
Okay, all right. Mike, he's been on probation for 3 years. Like, he's doing fine. And he blushes easy when I say that, so. Okay, I have no other questions. Do you have any?
No further questions, Mr. Chair.
Very good. Is the entire site ADA accessible?
It is not. That is something that I believe we have been grandfathered in, as most of 86 doesn't have ADA compliant accessibility.
Yeah. I got it. I got it. I know the building well. Okay. Good. Public hearing. Any members of the public wish to be heard on the application?
Mr. Chair, I see two hands raised in the Zoom lobby. I'm going to start with Alexandra. You are unmuted from our end, Alexandra.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
We can, if you can identify yourself for the record.
Great. My name is Alexandra Klotz, and I live in the Brick Bottom Artists Building, which is just down the street from the Life Drawing Boston building or space. And I also serve as a member of the Brick Bottom Artists Association, which I am commissioned to help organize and run our annual Open Studios event. So the Brick Bottom Artists Association, for those of you that aren't super familiar with our community, our mission is to sustain and grow opportunities for artists, which, as you can probably understand, has become increasingly harder as rising costs and loss of sort of informal gathering spaces make it more difficult for artists and especially emerging artists to connect and build community. And one thing that I've really seen happen here since the Life Drawing Boston building or community opened is that we've seen a real shift of energy in our neighborhood. They've created a very welcoming and accessible space for artists and younger folks, particularly people in their 20s and 30s, to find an entry point into the local arts and creative scene. It's also kind of turned a sort of sleepier part of town into an area that people are actively looking to go to at various times of the day, but especially kind of in the evening, which, as somebody that lives in the local community, I find really wonderful, and it's really activated our neighborhood as a result. We've also really seen their impact directly. This year, we had 20 additional artists participate in open studios who are also members of the Life Drawing Boston community, the majority of which were young and emerging artists. And we also saw a significant uptick in our visitorship as well. So, obviously, I'm a big supporter of David and the work that the Life Drawing Boston team is doing. These spaces are so hard to find, and we're kind of in a unique place where this is not a residential building. It's a very quiet place at night, but there's nobody around to really be bothered by any sound. And so far, we haven't had any noise complaints, at least on our end in the Brick Bottom building, which they trust me, you would hear about it right away if there was. And the programming that they're running is really well run. It's it's like top-notch talent and very, very respectful of the overall neighborhood and community. So I totally am in full support of what they're doing and really hope that y'all can approve the application. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alexandra. Anybody else online?
Mr. Chair, through you, the next person with a hand raised is Aaron. Aaron, you are unmuted on our end.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can, if you can identify yourself for the record, please.
Hi, my name is Erin Morris, and I am a local comedian in the greater Boston area. And I met David through a variety of different community events, and he introduced me to the figure drawing world through Life Drawing Boston. And I wanted to kind of echo what's been said by Alexandra and by David, that this space has become the most important community space for a lot of people in the Somerville, Boston, Cambridge area. I know for me, it is a place where I've gotten to see forms of art that I've never seen before, especially all in one place. I come from a world where it's very much more traditional comedy style art. So going there to their variety nights and seeing such a wide variety of talent and art has been really eye-opening, and it's something I've begun experimenting with doing myself. And I just wanted to get on here and show support that what they're doing there is really, really special. And it's something that I haven't seen done anywhere else in this area. And I think it would be immeasurably impactful for the community if they can continue having such an inclusive and diverse space for artists.
Aaron, thank you very much.
Thank
Michael,
you.
Anybody else?
Mr. Chair, I do have one more hand raised in the Zoom lobby. I also have a hand raised from Lieutenant Odding when the public hearing is.
Sure thing.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Jeremy, you are unmuted on our end.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me?
We can.
All
You
right,
can
wonderful.
identify yourself fully, Jeremy.
Excellent. My name is Jeremy Gillette. I'm also a resident of the Brick Bottom Artist Building and also a member of the Brick Bottom Arts Association board, like Alexandra, who spoke earlier. I don't have that much to add to what she said, just another voice in support of this expansion of license for Life Drawing Boston. They've been great neighbors to us and have been a really strong force for keeping this to be a vibrant arts community and making a welcoming space for young and emerging artists in the area. So another voice in support. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Mr. Chair, I do have one more hand raised in the Zoom lobby from a member of the public who wishes to be heard. Elena, you are unmuted on our end.
Oops, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi. I am also voicing my support for Life Drawing Boston. David has just been a very he's added so much to the community. And it's very inclusive, and he gives a lot of people a chance to, host events and do cool stuff.
Elena, thank you very much. He's getting
Thank
totally
you.
embarrassed up here. He's getting all these accolades, and I don't think he knows what to do with them all. But anyway, go ahead. Anybody else? Lieutenant Auding.
Correct.
Lieutenant Auding, you're up.
Mr. Chair, through you, thank you. Several captains with Somerville Fire Department and I have met with David London and his team. We have given them very specific conditions to meet in order to gain our conditional approval for their concept. And our focus, our emphasis is always on life safety. So we do want to emphasize that the door identification, the exit signage, the rear door changes, and specifically the fire alarm system modifications must be all completed before we would schedule another walkthrough and then give our approval for this license.
Very good. Thank you, Lieutenant Auding. Anybody else? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to close that part of the public hearing. Commissioner Allen, would you like to? Oh, I'm sorry. We have somebody in the audience.
Should I respond to Lieutenant Item or?
No, it's fine. I'm going to reopen the public hearing. My apologies. There is somebody in the audience.
Good evening. Thank you for being here. I will start by saying that I am not a member of the artistic community. Monday to Friday, I am in the square, fixing machines for Big Pharma. Friday afternoon, I am on my way to snowboarding, backpacking, or exploring somewhere. One day, my good friend of mine says to me, "Hey, I'm doing this thing on Friday night. I think you're gonna love it and you should come." I said, "Friday night?" Missed the first one because of obvious reasons. I'll be able to make it to the second one and completely fell in love with it. This was the variety show, or we say talent show. Someone came out and sang, someone played the guitar, there was a person doing some DJ stuff, there was some stand-up comedy. It's anything you can think of and anything you normally don't think of as art, were there. So every single day I try my absolute best to, miss one day, maybe go snowboarding, drive Saturday morning instead of, Friday afternoon. So my calendar now is a little bit tailored to that. I know that the first Friday of every month is usually right on my calendar to go today. I have some friends that were coming over in the middle of the month, and I said, "Hey, if we push it to the end of the month, the beginning of the next month, so we can go today." I found out yesterday that the one for the coming month is canceled due to not having home. So I hope this person granted. Me as a member of the non-artistic community love this thing, and the artistic community loves it even more. And Somerville is an artistic community. Thank you so much.
If you could do me a favor, just state your name again for the record.
Hasson Garcia, Jasson Garcia.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. See, we did vote. You want us to vote again? No, there is no need for us to vote again. You and your fan club should be absolutely.
We did not vote.
We did not vote. See, Michael, this is why there's three of us. You know what you're doing, but there's three of us who have to agree. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Congratulations. I hope it works well. It sounds like a terrific concept. Have you ever seen ThoughtBot? Have you been down to that installation down at Bow Market?
No.
We have
a chat bot, but no.
ThoughtBot. You've been to that? We have an audience member? Does this face look familiar? The announcer on TV? There you are. I'm multifaceted here. Good luck.
We have no each other,
I'll have it delivered. How's that? Congratulations, best wishes. Thank you very much. Michael, on to the next one. Where are we? I'm
We are
sorry.
back to the normal order of the agenda.
Number 4.
We're resuming at number 4.
Item number 4 is for Bliss Point Meadery, 1 Fox Run Road, Bedford, requesting approval of a special farmer winery license for Union Square Farmers Market to be held outdoors at a 66 to 70 Union Square on Saturdays beginning 5/9/26, ending 10/31/26 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Is the applicant present?
Mr. Chair, I do see a hand raised. Tony, you're unmuted on our end.
Yes. This is
Tony,
Tony
welcome
Benuti.
back.
I'm representing Bliss Point Meadery.
Thank you very much. This is a repeat for you. Union
Yes.
Square Farmers Market. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. I don't have any other questions. Commissioner Thomas.
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Allen.
No questions.
Thank you very much. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Tony, sorry you had to wait there. We got a full agenda tonight.
No worries. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Item number 5, Far From the Tree LLC, 102 Jackson Street, Salem, requesting approval of a special farmer winery license for Union Square Farmers Market to be held outdoors at 66 to 70 Union Square on Saturdays beginning 5/9 and ending on 10/31, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Is the applicant present?
Mr. Chair, I see a hand raised. Alex, you're unmuted on our end.
Hi there, how are you all tonight?
Good, Alex. If you can identify yourself by name, thanks.
Yeah, my name is Alex Goldman. I'm the manager here at Far From the Tree Hard Cider.
Very good, Alex. This is a repeat for you folks at Union Square.
Yes,
You know the routine.
we sure
Don't-
do.
Good. Don't get in a fight with Bliss Point. I know you guys are all friends, so I have no
There's
other
no for us
questions.
all.
Commissioner Allen,
Would like no questions.
Commissioner Thomas,
No questions, Mr.
no
Chair.
questions. If you're all set, Alex, make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Have a great season.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much. Special alcohol licenses. Item number 6, Dominion of the Virgin Mary, 29 Central Street, requesting approval of a special alcohol license, all forms, for Hero Fest to be held indoors and outdoors at 29 Central Street on 5/8/26 from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. and 5/9 from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Is the applicant present?
Mr. Chair, I do see the applicant's hand raised. John, you're all set on our end.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can, John. If you can identify yourself, please.
Yes, John Karopoulos.
Great, John. This is a festival all fully on your grounds.
Correct.
And is this all indoor?
No,
And-
we're gonna have a tent
and
outside, partly indoor.
Okay. Outdoors, are you gonna have grills or any kind of flammables out there?
There are grills, yes.
Okay, and you know you have to get in touch with the Somerville Fire Department for those permits.
Yes, and we're planning on having the firemen there as well.
Great, very good. How many people do you expect? Sorry.
Hopefully we are overwhelmed with people. It's got the same weekend as Porch Fest, so we hope to draw in a good crowd.
All right, so I would suggest you call both SPD and Somerville Fire Department to check in with them.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, Commissioner Thomas.
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Allen,
You've hit all of mine already. No further.
thank you very much. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Have a great event.
Thank you. Please come down.
Thank you, John. Item number 7, St. Anthony Parish, 12 Prepartsy Way, requesting approval of a special alcohol, all forms for, you said this for me before, come on. Baile das Mias. Mies?
I didn't say that for you.
Mother's Day dance to be held indoors at 12 Prepartsy Way on 5/9 from 8 to 1 a.m. Is the applicant present?
Mr. Chair, I see the applicant's hand raised. Raphael? You're unmuted and on. There we go.
Hi, guys. Have a
Okay.
good night. My name is Raphael. I'm a representative of St. Anthony in Somerville.
Raphael, long time no hear. How you been?
I'm good. You guys?
Very good. Very good. Tell us about your event.
The event's going to be held in a lobby, and it's going to be about 200, 300 people. We think we're not expecting more than that. We're going to serve alcohol. All the guys going to be 10 guys over there around the work and serve alcohol, tip certify, and going to have the wristband, and we call for detail.
Very good. No questions from me. Commissioner Allen.
Purchasing your alcohol for this from a licensed distributor?
Yes, local, always.
Perfect. No further questions.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas.
No issues previously?
No questions. This is all indoor, correct?
Yes, the next one's going to be outdoor.
Okay, thank you very much. No other questions? Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Thank you, Raphael. Have a great event.
Thank you.
He's also here for item 10.
Oh, Raphael, you're on number 10 as well. Stay with us.
Okay. That's gonna ask
St.
for.
Anthony Parish, 12 Prepartsy Way, requesting approval of a special alcohol license, all forms for Festa Wonina 2026 to be held outdoors at 12 Prepartsy Way in the parking lot and 6:20 from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. and 6:21 from 2 p.m. to 12 a.m. Tell us about this event. This is both indoor and outdoor.
Yeah, we don't have the past 2 years, but now we're gonna try again. And this year we expect about 2,000, 3,000 people. It's depend how it's gonna be the weather. We have the rainy day, and also to all the situation we have right now. But maybe we expect less people, but it's gonna be the thing. It's gonna be wristband for the people. It's gonna be checked by the cashier would buy the ticket, and also too the guy's gonna be trained in the bar to double check for the second time the IDs and everything for make sure no underage get a caught with alcohol, nothing like that. I don't think we have a grill, no nothing outside, but you call for the detail too. And maybe you have gonna be a hot dog outside, but I think the guys already talked with the firefighters about that.
Okay, Raphael, just make sure you cover your bases with Somerville Police Department and Somerville Fire Department.
Yes, I will.
Okay, great. Anything else, Commissioner Thomas?
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Allen, I know you're going to be first in line at that one.
Absolutely. No further questions.
Thank you very much. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Have a great event, Raphael.
Thank you so much. Have
very
a good
much.
night, guys. Thank you.
Thanks. So we're going to move back, Michael, to item 9. Item 9, Somerville Chamber of Commerce. 561 Windsor Street, requesting approval of a special alcohol license, all forms for Taste of Somerville to be held outdoors in Boynton Yards on 6/10 with a rain date of 6/11 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Is the applicant present?
Mr. Chair, I do see a hand raised. You are unmuted from our end.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. If you can identify that melodious voice that I recognize already.
Hello, I am Megan Smith, and I am joined here today with my colleague Amelia McGuire, and we are part of the Taste Planning Committee.
Very good. Chamber of Commerce, this is year something teen or something 20 that the chamber is putting on their event. Okay, and I benefited from going to the chamber event last year down at Boynton Yards. So I just have a few questions. I know you have your organizing committee. I know you have an acting executive director down there. So how many people are you expecting this year?
About 2,000.
2,000, and that would be through the duration of the event.
Yes.
Yep, you have a rain date. You know that you will be required both fire and police details.
Yes.
Okay, and have you made this public to the ward counselor in Ward 2 yet? Have you had any discussions with him?
I am not completely sure on that. Amelia and I are actually a part of the Event Them team, and we're attending on the behalf of this, like the Somerville Taste Committee. So, but I will.
Okay, Event Them is the producer of the event.
Yes, or one of the producers, yeah.
Okay, all right. I would just, any notes that we're saying, our video will be online so you don't have to try to remember everything, but I would highly advise that you discuss this with SPD, Somerville Fire Department, and the Ward 2 counselor. Okay?
Okay,
perfect. All right. Any questions, Commissioner Thomas?
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Allen, how many of these have you done so far? 10? 8?
Coming up on, this is number 8, I believe.
Number
So if I've asked these same questions before, I hope I'm get the same answer this time. You be wristbanding for the alcohol service?
Yes, all the vendors check as well, and we have a team that checks too.
Excellent, thank you. No further questions.
Okay, great. I have no other questions. I'll make a motion.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All 3 commissioners in the affirmative. I'm sure I'll see you down there.
Awesome. We hope to see you then. Thank you.
Have a great event. Thank you very much. Item number 11, Michael.
Yes.
Item number 11 is Lego Discovery Boston, 598 Assembly Road, requesting approval of a special alcohol license wine and malt for adult nights to be held indoors at 508 Assembly Road on 7/10, 8/14, 9/11, 10/30, 11/13, 12/11 from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. is the applicant present.
Mr. Chair, I see a hand raised. You are unmuted on our end.
Hello, Commissioners. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. If
Excellent.
You can just identify yourself there, Jonathan.
My name's Jonathan. I'm the operations manager for Lego Discovery Center Boston.
Okay. Adult night. This is year number, I think you've done
I
this
believe
for like
12. Since
12?
since we opened in 2014.
Okay. All right, Commissioner Allen, any questions of Jonathan?
Yeah, purchasing your alcohol for this from a licensed distributor?
Yeah, we have a local brewery come on site. They supply, sell, provide their own license.
Perfect. Excellent. And they'll be serving it as well?
Yes.
Excellent. No further questions.
Thank you very much.
I can't believe it's been 12 years.
I
Yeah, no questions, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. And that giraffe looks like the day it was born.
Yeah, Gio, he's new.
Gio.
We gave him some new spots in 2023.
Nice. I have no other questions. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all three commissioners in the affirmative. Thank you, Jonathan. Have a great event.
Thank you, commissioners.
Thanks very much. Item number 13. Item number 13, urban access. So this is an existing all forms restaurant license. They're looking to do a change of manager and a change of officers, directors. This is for Urban Access Boston LLC, DBA Urban Access 2 Union Square, requesting approval of a change of manager and change of officers as described on the agenda. Is the applicant present?
You are here on behalf of Urban Access Boston. If you could please go ahead and raise your hand in the Zoom lobby. Mr. Chair, seeing no hands.
No hands for item number 13. Second call, item number 13 for urban access. No hands raised. Let's put it at the end of the agenda and go to item number 16. Item number 16 is the existing common victular license change of hours. Chipotle Mexican Grill of Colorado LLC, DBA Chipotle Mexican Grill, number 1036274-276 at Elm Street, requesting approval of a change of hours. The current hours are listed. The proposed hours for indoor and outdoor private patio are 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And they are amending that license. This is continued from the March 17th meeting. Is the applicant present?
You're here on behalf of Chipotle for item number 16. If you could please go ahead and raise your hand in the Zoom lobby. Mr. Chair, seeing no hands.
We could be mean and deny it for no show, but would you like to continue one more month? Send them a reminder that if they don't show next month, we will deny the application. Very good. Gentlemen, that okay with you? We have a no-show. Item number 16. We'll continue to next month. Michael will tell them if they do not show, we will deny the application. And they'll be out of compliance with both us and the state. Very good.
I'm
Let's
happy with
continue. Okay, they continue. That's number 16. And then item number 18 is a new common victular and entertainment by devices for Pokey SDS LLC, DBA Pokey Works, 261 Elm Street, requesting approval of a common victular and entertainment by devices license. Proposed hours of operation are Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Proposed number of seats 21. This is a public hearing. Michael is the applicant online.
If you are here on behalf, oh, I do see a hand raised. You are unmuted on our end.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. If you can identify yourself for the record, please.
My name's Cheat Zhu. I'm the manager of the location. I have one of the owner, Ron, sitting next to me.
Hi, my name is
Okay.
Ron Kong, one of the principals for Pokey SDS LLC, doing business as Pokey Works.
Very good.
How's that?
And just so I'm clear, we do have a Pokey Works on Elm Street in Davis Square. Is this the same site?
Yes, this is the same site, same store. This location was recaptured by Pokeworks franchise, their main corporation, and we are the new operating entity operating apart from the previous ownership. We're a new entity, new ownership now operating.
Got it. So pretty much this is a franchise. The old franchise owner is gone. You are the new franchise owner.
Yes, sir.
Got it. Now I got it. Thank you very much. Okay. Same menu, same hours of operation. Are we looking at the same thing, just to transfer?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Same number of seats.
Exactly the same, sir.
Okay. No change in the entertainment by devices. It's just purely piped in music.
Correct.
Very good. Commissioner Thomas.
No question.
Commissioner Allen.
No questions.
No questions from me. This is a public hearing, Mike. Go.
Mr. Chair, I do see one hand raised in the Zoom lobby.
Okay.
You are unmuted on our end.
Sorry, I'm actually one of the partners with Ron, so I had my hand raised. It's Lillian Candle, one of the partners with Ron.
Great, welcome. No other members of the public have their hands raised.
Mr. Chair, that's correct. Seeing none.
I'll close that part of the public hearing and make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Welcome to Somerville. Best wishes down there in Davis Square. Thank you very much. Okay, next item on the agenda is item 19. This is Somerville BBQ Inc., DBA BBQ Chicken, 248 Elm Street, requesting approval of a common victual and entertainment by devices license. The hours of operation proposed are 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and indoor seats proposed 17. Is the applicant present? This is a public hearing.
Mr. Chair, I see a hand raised. You are unmuted on our end.
Good evening, Mr. Chair. Attorney Russell Chin for the applicant.
Good evening, attorney. Proceed. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm here on behalf of Somerville BBQ Inc., DBA BBQ Chicken. The location is 248 Elm Street, formerly the Boston Halal Restaurant. We have taken over this location and the assets. You're looking to put in Wei Zhang, who was with me, one of the principals, I believe it's his 7th or his 8th franchise at this location. So we're here before you looking for a CD license as well as a food permit.
Thank you very much. And let me see. Entertainment by devices? No?
Only for a monitor, if anything, and maybe
It's just
some piped music.
Piped music. Got it. Okay. Commissioner Allen, any questions of the applicant?
No questions.
Commissioner, that's my pocket talking. Commissioner Thomas.
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Very good. If you don't have anything else, I think we're okay. This is a former restaurant site. You're coming in with a new presentation. The hours of operation are fine, and it's a small establishment. If I got that right, no alcoholic beverage at this point.
That's correct. We did our community meeting as well and went through the appeals board on the franchise issue.
Very good. Thank you very much. Any members of the public?
If there are any members of the public who wish to speak, go ahead and raise your hand in the Zoom lobby. Mr. Chair, seeing none.
Seeing none, make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much, attorney. Owners, welcome to Davis
Thank you very
Square,
much.
Somerville. Best wishes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is item number 20. This is new, all forms 7-day restaurant license, common victual, entertainment by devices, Sunday hours. Marinhos Brazilian Grill Corp., DBA Marinhos Brazilian Grill, 85 Broadway, requesting approval of an all forms alcohol license, common victual, entertainment by devices, and Sunday hours. Proposed hours of operation for food and alcohol, Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Indoor seats proposed 24. This is a public hearing. Any members of the, is the applicant present?
Mr. Chair, I see a hand raised. You are unmuted on our end.
Hi, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, Ron Elton, we're getting a good reverb.
Hey. I think I have some problem with my computer, my sound, but I don't know if the guys can hear me well.
We can. I think as long as you speak a little slower, we're going to be able to get you. So you're opening up a new establishment. You're looking for a 7-day restaurant license, entertainment by devices, and Sunday hours with an all forms alcoholic beverage license. Is that correct?
Yeah, is that correct? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Commissioner Thomas, any questions of the applicant? This is 85 Broadway, almost down to the Boston line.
Yeah, no questions, Mr. Chair.
Very good. Commissioner Allen, any questions of the applicant?
Could you tell us a little bit about your history in the restaurant industry? Have you been manager of record for any alcohol license before? And if you have, or if you have worked at an alcohol serving establishment, if you've had any issues with your local licensing authority or the ABCC?
I worked before in restaurant in Café Belo restaurant in Houston for a long time from 2002. But I never worked before with alcohol. But I have my son's management to help me with this, and he got a course for that. But this is my own restaurant the first time, but I worked before with somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Please do make sure to be up to speed on tip certification, being able to identify when you've overserved, or more accurately, avoiding overserving. If you have any questions, please do reach out, being a first time alcohol licensee. No further questions for the applicant.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Thomas.
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Ronnie Upton, thank you. Ronnie Upton, you mentioned your son's going to be working with you. Are you the two managers that are going to be operating this place?
Yes.
Okay. And you indicated that your son is tip certified?
Yep.
So he'll be handling the alcohol part of it?
Yes, he got the course and
the course. Yeah. Are you the manager of record, or is your son?
My son.
Okay. I just recommend, tip certification is not that difficult. Maybe you want to be tip certified yourself in case your son has to step out and you have to step in as bartender.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. All right. Anything else we can help you with? You all set?
No, most definitely. No, thanks.
Great. Any members of the public wish to be heard on the application?
Please go ahead and raise your hand in the Zoom lobby if you would like to speak on this item. Mr. Chair, seeing none.
Seeing none, I'll close that part of the public hearing and make a motion to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Ron Hilson, congratulations. Best wishes.
Thank you.
Thank you. How did I do tonight? Yeah, did I manage to mangle?
We have a few late items.
Almost everything in this. We have one for urban axis.
We also have 3 late items on 23,
3 late items. Did not see those. 3 late items. Item number 23 is the Somerville Museum, 1 Westwood Road, requesting approval of a special alcohol of all forms for house party 003 to be held indoors at the museum of 1 Westwood Road on 5/15 from 7 till 10. Is the applicant present?
Mr. Chair, I see the applicant. You're unmuted on our end.
Hello, this is me, Gregory Matthew.
Greg, how are you? Tell us a little bit about the event.
So we are hosting this event on May 15th at the Somerville Museum, as you see, from 7 to 10 p.m. It will be a 21 plus only event. We will have a tip certified bartender, and we are looking for all forms of alcohol. It will be like a low-key event with some music through an amplified source by somebody who's familiar with the noise ordinances. And yeah, I don't know any other information you might want.
Got it. I'm going to ask my commissioners to help me on this. Commissioner Allen.
Purchasing your alcohol for this from a licensed distributor?
So yes, we saw the list and we were prepared to purchase it from them, but we actually had a question about donated alcohol from various sources. How do we manage that? And do you need any documentation for how we go about that?
I cannot answer that one off the cuff. I will have to ask you to speak to the city clerk's office. And if you email them, they'll be able to get you straightened out.
Okay, great. And then if that doesn't work out, yeah, we plan to get it from the list of authorized sources.
Okay, Greg,
Perfect.
this is Chair Lynch. I'd advise you to talk to Michael and get interpretation from him on donations. There are multiple ways that that's done, but I know what he's going to tell you already. So anyway, Commissioner Thomas.
No questions.
No questions. Anything else we can do for you, Greg, other than approve this?
That is all.
All right, make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, all three commissioners in the affirmative. Greg, have a great event down there. Talk to
Cool.
Michael about your donated wine. All right,
Thank you guys so much. Wait, to confirm, just since you said wine, is it for all forms?
It's for all forms as well, any alcoholic beverage.
Yay, okay, thank you guys so much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Special farmer winery licenses, item number 24, Bliss Point Meadery. We took that.
This is a.
Did we not? Bliss
We
Point
took-
was on.
We took the Union Square one. This is the Assembly Row one.
Oh my God, we made this guy wait.
If he did, I actually don't see him.
Item number 24, Bliss Point Meadery, 1 Fox Run Road, Bedford, requesting approval of a special farmer winery license for Assembly Row Farmers Market to be held outdoors at 375 Assembly Row on Fridays beginning 6/12 and ending 10/9 from 3 to 7. Is the applicant still with us?
Mr. Chair, through you, regretfully, I do not see the applicant anymore. The first stated event date for this is June 12th. You could continue to the May meeting. You could also approve without the applicant present, as they have appeared on the agenda earlier this evening.
Yeah, I hate approving without the applicant present, but Bliss Point Meadery is known to the commissioners. They do serve at most of our farmers markets, Union Square. I'm going to leave it up to the commissioners. Commissioner Thomas.
Because I think it is an extended period of time, I'd like to hear from the applicant.
Okay, Commissioner Allen.
I would say that they're a known quantity. We've talked to them. We've known them for years now. I would be happy with approving it.
And we just talked to them earlier tonight. Unfortunately, I did not catch it that they were here for 2 different agenda items. Sorry. So I let them go early, and they're gone. I think I would prefer not to bring them back in. I think we can safely approve this in absentia tonight. So I'd like to make a motion to approve with the note on there that the commission feels comfortable enough with approving this.
I'll second.
Make a motion to approve. Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All 3 commissioners in the affirmative. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 25 is Salt Box Cider Shop. 22 North Broadway, Haverhill, requesting approval of a special farmer winery license for Assembly Row's Farmer Market to be held outdoors at 375 Assembly Row on Fridays beginning 6/12/26 and ending 10/9/26 from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Is the applicant present?
Mr. Chair, I see a hand raised. You are unmuted on our end.
Hello, this is Nate Chase.
Nate, welcome. Can you give us a little bit about Saltbox, where you've been, what other markets you've participated in, and whether or not this is your first time in Somerville?
We're a Haverhill-based company. We make hard cider. We were at the winter Somerville market, and we do a few others. We're doing SOA, Haverhill, North Andover this summer.
Okay, which of the winter ones did you do? Arts at the Armory, or did you do?
Yes, sir. We did Hopkinton and Natick this winter.
Hopkinton and Natick. Okay. Okay. Selling and sampling, or just selling?
Selling and sampling.
Selling and sampling. Okay. All right. Assembly Row Farmers Market, so there'll be wristbanding. There'll be, okay. Commissioner Thomas.
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Commissioner Allen.
No questions for the applicant.
Thank you very much. We'll make a motion to approve. Seconded by Commissioner Thomas. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All three commissioners in the affirmative. Nate, so sorry for the lateness, but we had a very, very full agenda tonight.
Sure thing. Thank you so much.
Thanks for hanging in with us. Thank you. Monsieur Potter,
If you wanted to recall item 13, urban access, we could do so.
let's do it. Recall urban access. This is for change of manager and change of officers, directors.
If you are here to speak on item 13 for urban access, could you please go ahead and raise your hand in the Zoom lobby? Mr. Chair, seeing no hands raised.
Seeing none, continue that item. That's not a public hearing. Continue that item till May. Mr. Potter, is there anything else on our agenda tonight?
Mr. Chair, we have exhausted the agenda.
You've exhausted the agenda and you've exhausted me. What did you do? Save up 5 months to put all of that stuff on April's agenda?
Right.
How you doing? You with us?
I thought I was gonna be home for a game.
Without further ado, make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All three commissioners in the affirmative. Lieutenant Auden, Captain De Oliveira, Nikki Aurora, Michael Potier, thank you very much. Everyone, be safe. See you next month.
Have a good evening.
Have a good
folks.
night. Bye-bye.
Thank you.